Have you ever wanted to start a company, or maybe you own a company and you're stuck? You don't know what to do. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, I don't know where I'm going to take this company. I don't have the vision for it. Maybe you're thinking, I need more sales, or I need more staff, or how do I market this company? Should I go with some sort of direct mail campaign or online marketing or social media? You just don't know and you're stuck. I have the answer and the solution for you. Totally free, doesn't cost you a dime, and I'm giving it all away to you today. It's called the 5x5 Business System. I'm Jeremiah. I'm the author and creator of the 5x5 Business System. I've been an entrepreneur now for over 12 years, and I created the 5x5 Business System as a framework, first as a consultant helping to grow other companies, specifically with sales and marketing issues. But then we expanded that and I started buying companies, buying them and growing them and either buying them or starting them, and even going into some advanced M&A strategies to really create some amazing results for my life and for my customers. I boiled it all down into the 5x5 business system because for me, I like to think about these things and really understand it on a deep fundamental level. What do I really need to do to really generate the results? And then I want an easy, simple to follow system. I call it McDonald's simple. I want this simple strategy. If I follow this checklist, my customers will always be happy and always be thrilled with me. Well, that's what I did with business. And I created the 5x5 Business Consulting. Now, 5x5, there's an acronym for it, VSPTO. Doesn't really stand for anything except the first letter of each of the 5 parts of your business. So you have vision, sales, product, team, and operations. Now, as the name implies, it's 5x5. Each of these 5 areas of your business, these are the 5 keys to business mastery. They are the 5 areas. And once you have each area down, it opens up your business. The 5 keys: vision, sales, product, team, operations. Vision, sales, product, team, operations. Each one of those has a complementary side because each key opens a door, and a door has 2 sides. So with vision, you have mindset. With sales, you have marketing. With products, you have services. With team, you also have culture. And with operations, you have KPIs. And those are the 5 areas of the 5x5 business system. Now you have enough to go on with that to carry it forward, but I'm going to do a brief high-level overview of what the 5x5 business system is, each area. I'm going to walk you through it in this video. I'm going to walk you through that process, explain what each one is so that you can carry it forward. And it should answer all your questions. Hopefully it answers all your questions, or at least most of them. In some separate videos, I'm going to go into detail, but this is going to give you a very high-level understanding of what the 5x5 business system is and how you use it. So when I go in and a customer business calls me up and says, Jeremiah, I'm stuck in my business, I need help, or I think I should do this for sales and marketing, what do you think? What I like to do is I like to go through what I call the 5x5 rocket launch. It's a one-day event where we quickly create the 5x5 framework for the company, identify where they've got it, what things they're missing, and what things maybe they have, they just need a little improvement on. And every company from Walmart and Amazon and Target, all these big companies, all the way to small mom and pop shops and one-man shows, every company actually covers these 5 areas. So this applies to you whether you're in retail, whether you're in manufacturing, whether in your service-based business, or an import-export business. It doesn't matter. This applies to you. So vision, sales, product, team, and operations. Let's go through those one at a time and explain each one. Part 1 of the 5x5 business system is vision, and it's vision and mindset. The Bible says, without vision, my people perish. And that's true. If you, as a leader of your company, as the CEO, as the CMO, as the COO, it doesn't matter what your OO operation is or OO title, if you are a leader, you need to have a vision for where you're taking the company, where you're taking that group. You need to have a vision. And for me, I'm a very creative guy. I play guitar, I write music, I do paintings, I come up with marketing plans. I build companies, that's what I do, but it's not easy for everybody to have a good vision. That's okay. During one of our rocket launches, what we'll do is we will help you walk through. We have an 11-step process. Yes, 11 steps to help you create the right vision and mindset from your mind and put it down onto paper to help you craft and create a vision for where you want to take the company. And it's not just the vision part, it's the mindset for it too. For example, let's say you want to make $1 million a year. You want to put $1 million a year in your pocket from your business. That's an admirable goal. Truth is, your company will probably generate a minimum of $10 million or more in top line revenue. And in order to do that, you're going to need a lot of employees. If you don't want to have employees and you don't have that mindset, you're probably not going to be able to make it happen. It's possible, but your chances are a lot lower. So you just need to have the right vision and mindset for what you're trying to achieve. And that's the first part of the 5x5 vision framework. The second part of the 5x5 business system is creating sales and marketing. Marketing is all about lead generation. Sales is what happens after you get the leads. It deals with talking to the customer, creating a first-time sale, creating a second-time sale, and eventually creating a company advocate, creating a customer advocate where this customer starts selling your products for you because they are a raving fan of what you're doing. But you have to know what the steps are in that process. For example, what is your ideal customer profile? Who is that person? How are you going to find the right people and get them in play? How are you going to find the right prospects? How are you going to quantify them or qualify them to make sure that they're customers? How are you going to mass market, introduce your company to them? How are you going to get to the next stage of identifying them as ideal customers and then reaching out to them in a much more meaningful manner so that they can become a client with a first-time client, maybe a low-dollar purchase option or an initial purchase option? And how can you get them through that stage of the sales process? And then the next process is, how do you turn them into a multiple purchase customer or a repeat customer? And then how do you turn a repeat customer into a raving fan of your company? That's all part of the sales and marketing process. And it's different for every company. It's different for every company, for every industry. So yes, it's doable, and it's doable for you. You just have to analyze it. And if you're using the wrong marketing tactic or the wrong advertising tactic in that process, if you're using it at the wrong time, it's going to end up wasting money that you don't need to waste. You need to find out where you're succeeding and where you're failing, and you'll create that sales and marketing process. And we create, as a consultant, I can go in for a company and help create an established marketing plan from the very beginning to the very end of that entire process for a company. And it's really fantastic to see how creating the right sales and marketing plans will revolutionize a company. Step 3 of the 5x5 business system is your products and services. Products and services are complementary. You might be an HVAC company, but you're offering HVAC services, but you're also selling an AC unit. Or maybe you're a contractor and you're saying, well, I build houses. Yes, you sell them products, the 2x4s that you're going to put into building the house, but you also sell them the service of building the house. So this products and services are complementary items. And some companies are a little bit harder to identify those stages on. For example, at one point in time, I owned an art retail store and we provided art supplies, but we also provided custom picture framing as a service. We also provided art classes as an interactive experience. We also provided a whole bunch of stuff. The point is, you have to have a product and a service because they're complementary. And chances are your customers probably want both a product and a service. You just have to go through that process of doing a product analysis on your company and thinking about your customer right in the middle and saying, what does my customer buy before they come to me? What do they buy while they're coming to me? And what do they buy after they leave my shop? What do they buy in that entire sales process? And can I create opportunity for additional products and services that this customer is just going to love and be thrilled with? Step 4 in the 5x5 business system is your team and culture. Your team deals with your staff, any type of employee, whether it's an entry-level staff position or a manager or a vice president or a C-suite executive. So you need to understand your team and the types of team members you need in your company. But you also need to understand the flip side, the other side of that, which is the culture of your company. Your culture is the character of the owner or the C-suite directive team. You need to understand the culture of the company. And that's a really hard one for a lot of people to wrap their brains around, because culture isn't just giving them free lunch. Culture is about what's the character trait of the company and the unique value the company represents. And the reason this is important is if you don't understand the culture, then you will oftentimes churn through a lot of employees because the employees haven't bought into the culture. And that can be a very difficult stage. Oftentimes when you're doing a new business acquisition or anything along those lines, or a merger, sometimes you'll go through what we call employee churn, where you're just cycling through employees, trying to find the employees with the right culture fit. That's a very normal thing. But as a business owner, you want to understand what your culture is, what your unique character value is that you bring to the table. And you want to make sure that you purposefully represent that so that everybody understands the value that they're supposed to be bringing to the customers. And that's really what your culture and understanding your team and culture is all about. The fifth part of the 5x5 business system is your operations and KPIs. Now, your operations and KPIs, operations is your workflow, your documentation of that workflow, and your cross-training of all your staff. You have to make sure you have those three things: your workflow, your documentation of those workflows, and your cross-training of staff. It ties together very well with your team and culture. You got to make sure you have all of those. But the flip side of your operations is your KPIs. If you don't know what a KPI is, KPI stands for Key Predictive Indicator. It's the measurable value. So for example, a KPI is going to be, what are the numbers that you can measure that are going to generate success for the company? For example, let's say you have 20 customers come through your door every day. You own a small retail store. You have on average 20 customers, and the average customer purchase is $20. So if you do the math, you have 20 people who each spend $20. That means 20 times 20, that's $4,000. Did I just do that right? Let's see. I'm doing math. 20 times 20. Hey, look, that's $400. Yeah, isn't that horrible? You go $400 a day. I did the math. It's right there. You can't see it, but it's there. So if you're only making $400 a day, you're going, I don't even know if I can pay my bills on $400 a day. What do I do? These are where the numbers are really, really important. So you might say, well, I need more. How do I increase sales? There's only 3 ways to increase sales. It's by finding more customers, or by increasing your average purchase, or by raising your pricing so people pay more for the same stuff that they're going to buy. There's only 3 ways of really doing that. And that gets into your sales and marketing and your product and service analysis. But the point being, you wouldn't know that if you didn't first understand what your KPIs are. And wherever the numbers are, let's say you have 2 customers a day or 2,000 customers a day, you have to have an understanding of what those KPIs. These are the things that you can actually move the needle on to create more business. And if you know, hey, every time I advertise on such and such a social media platform, I get an extra 2 customers a day. On the flip side, you might say, every time I advertise on this other social media platform, I don't get anything. So one of them is profitable and one's not. So you know where to invest your money. That's where KPIs come into play. These are the 5 steps of the 5x5 business system, VSPTO, Vision, Sales, Product, Team, and Operations. Once you understand these 5, you really understand your whole business. As your company grows, you're going to want to make sure to have regular meetings to review your written progress that you create in step 1 in the vision and mindset process. You want to have regular reviews of your KPIs and your goals that you create in your vision and mindset training, so that you can go, are we actually on target to hit these goals? Those are really key. It's really important to have those regular meetings. You might have them with department meetings. You might have them with other managers. You might have them every day, but those are really important to have. The final part about the 5x5 business system is advanced growth strategies. If you go through the first 5, the VSPTO, Vision, Sales, Product, Team, and Operations, you're going to cover everything for growing your company. But for advanced growth strategies, we really recommend different M&A tactics and strategies, whether you're buying out strategic partners, you're buying out strategic companies for growth, or you are partnering with them, or even at times, it might make sense to sell to a strategic buyer. So that way, the whole company will grow and flourish, and you'll put more money in your pocket that way. Just makes sense. We can go through some of those advanced growth strategies in another video. But that's basically it. That's the 5x5 business system. It covers everything in your business. Now, I give this away absolutely free. I give away the 5x5 system absolutely free, 100% free, because I want to earn your trust. I have helped other companies grow, and I've built and sold companies myself, and I enjoy it. I love business. It's a wonderful thing to add value to other people. And that's why I give this away absolutely free. My hope is that if you are stuck and you need help, you'll reach out and contact me, and we'll start a discussion on what that might look like. But really, that's the 5x5 business system. It's about finding ways to add value to other people, because the greatest good we can do, is to help other people succeed. I'm Jeramiah Townsend, the author, founder, and creator of the 5x5 business system. You can find out more at 5x5business.com. Check out our videos and other things and products that we put out there, because we love helping businesses succeed. As always, I wish you every success. Thanks.